guys. So happy new year to all of you, and today is 1st January 2026. Just give me a second before we start. And I think Rishi has posted one message. Let's have a look at that as well. So yeah, I think I'm fine. So yes, Rishi, happy new year to you as well, and lots of love to you as well. So Hindu analysis, 1st January 2026. We are in new year, and again, new year will come with new year resolutions and everything. Oh my god, it's chilling right now, guys. So before we start our discussion, let's do one thing. So, like in Hindu analysis, I keep on telling people that if I'm adding to your knowledge base, you can donate. So yesterday, Harshini donated, and generally and she's already a part of my mains answer evaluation program. So yeah, and that matters. All these donation, all these contribution, everything, it's actually, the amount is fine. It just shows effort from your side, that you are thinking about me, and these things actually matters in the longer run. So thank you, Ashwini. So let's start the discussion without wasting any time. 1st January 2026. My name is Shubham Sagar. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, and this is my LinkedIn profile. What else? This is my Telegram channel. I will share this Hindu analysis PDF by 9:30 a.m. The unannotated Hindu analysis PDF. And what else? Okay. Good morning, Annie. Good morning, Anandu. Good morning, Jivayan. Happy New Year to all of you. Good morning, Iltush. So yesterday I gave you people this particular question, MCQ 10. Post exposure prophylaxis for rabies includes what? Tell me the answer. In the meantime, let me do one thing. Immediate washing of wound, anti-rabies vaccine, rabies immunoglobulin, oh my god, globulin in severe cases, antibiotics only. We have talked about this PEP. What is the basic meaning of PEP, guys? So Anandu has given the answer for MCQ 10. Just give me a second. So third, fourth, like it was a whole process we have talked about in PEP, if you remember, and it doesn't look good. See, more than the health part, how do you look? It matters actually. So first, second, third, and third are correct. Immediate washing of wound for 15 minutes or more with soap. You have to do when you are catching up, if you have got, or if a dog has bitten you. Anti-rabies vaccine, and then rabies immunoglobulin, which we have talked about yesterday. Immediate antibodies. So all these things, they actually matter, and not antibiotics only. Antibodies. This is. So again, revise yesterday's Hindu analysis. Very important. We have talked about so many important articles yesterday. So Mad King, Rishi, any Iltush, all of you have given the answer. Very good, very good, very good is the answer. Let's move on to today's article. Now this article, first article of the day, it is one of the toughest article I have ever read. So let me try to make you understand in the easiest way possible. What is the basic meaning? In fact, I feel like even DP Cast Baker and the other people who have written this article, they also don't know what they're writing about, but we'll try to simplify it as much we can. Sex system boosts mitochondrial evolution in many kind of insects. So here there will be different terms. You will learn something new today. If you're understanding even 50% of this article, your today's Hindu analysis is successful. 50. So let's focus. Mitochondria. This is a very common thing. Powerhouse of the cell we talk about. It gives you energy. So whatever energy you're feeling inside your body, mitochondria is responsible for it. So there are different terms in this article. First of all, let's have a look at the terms, and then we'll go back and we'll look at the other things, other important things, other important terms associated with this article. So you will hear about a word called mutation in this article, changes in DNA. Now, what is DNA? Genetic code of living things. So it's like telling you what makes, Rishi, what makes Anandu, what makes Shubham Shubham. So this gives you your distinct characteristics, genetic code. Every cell has DNA. So DNA. Mitochondria, it is powerhouse of the cell. It is giving you energy via ATP, adenosine triphosphate. You may have read it in your school books. Energy, and this has been asked in million different exam, which is the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria. Generally, we humans inherit mitochondria from our mother. So mitochondria, you get it from your mother. And sometimes if the mother has faulty mitochondria, then the children will suffer. So to ensure that mother's faulty mitochondria is not getting transferred to children, you have a technology which is known as pro-nuclear transfer, which ensures that the faulty mitochondrial, chondria of mother is not transferred to kill or the children rather. DNA, we have just discussed. So there are DNAs which are there in cell nucleus. There are DNAs which are there in mitochondria, which is different from cell nucleus DNA. Again, you don't have to do PhD here. Just try to understand the basic minimum. We will talk about some more terms and you will remember each and everything which you need to remember. So what are the things we have discussed? Mutation, DNA, mitochondria, powerhouse of the cell. From where we are getting our DNA? From our mother. If our mother has faulty DNA, then it has to be removed or it has to be altered. And that process is known as pro-nuclear transfer. Cool. What else? Then this is the tricky term, haplodiploid and diplodiploid. Focus guys, focus. You have to focus in this article. What is haplodiploid and what is diplodiploid? We humans are diplodiploid. Before we talk about diplodiploid, let's talk about haplodiploid. Ants, bee, wasp, they are haplodiploid. So mother, they have two set of chromosomes. Father, they have, or males, they have haploid. They're one set of chromosome. You will understand each and everything. Let's understand. So haplodiploid, they're so unique. These species, they can produce sex without having sex. Please understand what I'm saying. They can produce sex without having sex. These people, ants, bees, wasps, they don't need to have sex. If I want to produce my son or daughter, I need to have sex because I belong to diplodiploid class. You will understand each and everything. But here, if let's say there is a mother, there is a girl. So if her egg is not fertilized, then it will be a male. So let's say there is a queen of ant kingdom. So there is a queen of ant kingdom, she will give eggs. So if her egg is not meeting with sperm of male, you know, king of that ant kingdom. So if it is not meeting, if it is meeting with the sperm of that male ant, then the fertilized egg will be female. And that's why it has two set of chromosomes, one from queen and other from king. Hope you're understanding. So if the egg is fertilized of this queen ant, then you will have a female. Egg plus sperm, egg chromosome and sperm chromosome, and that's why females are diploid in nature. But let's say a queen is the queen's egg is not fertilized, then the thing which will be produced is male, and that's why male has only one set of chromosome from their mother. So hope you're understanding where we are going with this. Only in both the cases mother is the common element, but haplodiploid, they don't need a father. And if there is no father, then the thing which is produced is male. If there is a father, then the thing which is produced is female. Because female is getting chromosome from both mother and father, it is diploid, it has two set of chromosome. And males are haploid because they are getting one set of chromosome just from their mother. And you can see the common factor in both male and female is mother, and mother is the one which is passing mitochondria. So, and that is the basic rationale. Hope you understood who are haplodiploid and how they are producing. So you have also understood one thing, that ant, bees and wasps, they don't need to do sex to produce sex. Sex means male and female here. Diplodiploid, humans, butterflies, flies and beetles. What happens in this scenario? Females and males, they are both diploid, but the chromosome which they have is different. So female XX, male XY, and here the sex depend on sex chromosome. So sex has to be done if they want to produce their kids. Now, how sex will depend on sex chromosome? Let's try to understand. So let's say female male copulation, or sex happened, and from female X chromosome came, and from male X chromosome came, then female will be produced. But let's say female and male, sex happened, and X came from female and Y came from male, then XY will be there and male will be produced. So we are understanding this is diploid. Here you need to do sex to produce other sex. So diplodiploid, haplodiploid, and you have to understand humans are where and males are where, or ants, bees and wasps are where. So again, hope you are understanding something. Now what we are understanding from all these things is that mothers are passing mitochondria, and if faulty mitochondria is there are processes like pro-nuclear transfer. So ideally mothers should determine mitochondrial DNA and their evolution. But the current study which we'll talk about right now, it tells us that no, even though mother passes mitochondria, but even then in the evolution of mitochondrial DNA, male haploid, they still play some role. in this haplodiploid case. You don't need to understand each and everything, guys. You just need to understand the basic things. We'll solve some questions. You will understand each and every basic aspect which you need to know. You don't need to do PhD. So let's talk about the summary of this article first, and then we'll talk about some more points and we'll solve some questions. You will understand. So scientists in Canada, they studied 86,000 insect species, right? And they found that insects with haplodiploid sex system and bees, wasps, where we have seen female has two chromosomes and male has one chromosome. So they have mitochondrial DNA that evolves faster than insects with normal diplodiploid systems. So basically, they are saying that the DNA of those like haplodiploid ants, bees, and wasps, they are evolving faster than, let's say, the DNA of humans. Although we are not insects, but the DNA of ant, bees, and wasps, they are much more accustomed to changes. And this is actually surprising because they are haplodiploid. Females, they have double chromosome, and male has single chromosome. Still, they are performing better than those who are diplodiploid, like humans. But here, it's not, the talk is not about humans. They have talked about insect who are diplodiploid. So this was surprising because mitochondria inherited only from mothers, yet male chromosome structure still influences evolution. We have talked about that mitochondria doesn't matter whether you're human, ant, bees, or wasp. We are generally, what generally, we are getting it from a female. But in this whole scenario where they have studied these haplodiploid and different diplodiploid insects and all, they have seen haplodiploid, they are much better accustomed to changes, and mutations happen at a faster rate. The logic, the rationale which this survey is telling us is this. Let's come back to the basic thing again. So it's all about choice, guys. If you have lesser choice, you will take less time to make decisions. So here in this scenario, why haplodiploid DNA is showing more evolution, more mutation, is because when it comes to choice, males, they have only one set of chromosome. So let's say it's about mutation, it's about changes in DNA. So whoever is making that decision, they don't have to choose between two set of chromosome, which is happening in the diplodiploid case of males. So two set of chromosomes takes their own time, and that's why the mutation, the changes happen at a slower pace compared to haplodiploid. That's what this article is saying in simple terms. They're saying a lot of other things which we don't need to know, but this is the basic rationale, and this is surprising. First of all, it surprised them that how even males, they are contributing to mitochondrial DNA when mitochondria is coming from mother. But then they did research, and they found that, okay, this thing is happening because here in this scenario less choices have to be made in the case of haplodiploid case, because male has only one chromosome. So in HD insects, male have only one set of chromosomes. So mutation is changes in DNA, shows their effect immediately, stronger selection, faster evolution. On the other hand, in the diplodiploid case, male has two chromosome, more decisions have to be made, and the process becomes slower, evolution becomes slower, changes in DNA become slower. This also tells you why ants, etc., they have survived for so many millions of years, guys, because they are evolving to the changing needs and scenarios because of their haplodiploid scenario. Again, hope you understood some part of it. Now let's go to the article and let's solve some questions. So what this article was saying, researchers from University of Guelph, Canada discovered a surprising link between chromosome sets ploidy and the rate of again, sex determination, haplodiploid, diplodiploid. We humans, we come under diplodiploid. So haplodiploid ants, bees, wasps, females diploid two sets of chromosome, males haploid one set of chromosome. They don't need to have sex. We have just seen unfertilized egg, then that is male. Fertilized egg, that is female. Since it is fertilized, it has both egg and sperm, so that's why two set of chromosome. Males, they're haploid, they have only one set of chromosome that has come from the female egg. Diplodiploid, here you have to have sex to produce another sex. So both males and females are diploid, and sex depends on chromosome. We have just seen XXXY, how they react. Mitochondria, maternally inherited. It inherited from mother, and that's why it's a surprise, this whole thing. How mitochondrial DNA is also means impacted by males in the evolution process, although males do not pass mitochondria. So again, study has studied, like this whole study covered 86,000 insect species. You can see, have a look at this. But we have discussed the core things related to this article. They focused on a particular gene, COI gene, and SD insect shows 1.7 times more changes in the COI protein. Basically, they show much more changes, much more evolution, much more changes in the DNA because lesser choices have to be made. And mitochondrial DNA evolves faster in HD species, haplodiploid. You can read all the things. I have already told you the things. So HD males, nuclear genes are haploid. Every mutation is exposed to natural selection immediately. On the other hand, decisions and choices have to be made in the case of diplodiploid because males have two chromosomes there. Okay. Revise it. You will understand each and everything. Let's solve some questions now. MCQ 1. In haplodiploid sex determination system, males are produced from what? Oh my god. Fertilized egg, unfertilized eggs, eggs contributed by both parents, X having sex chromosome XY. What they're asking you here, haplodiploid sex determination system. We humans are not part of it. Ants, bees, and wasp, they are part of haplodiploid system. They don't need to have sex to produce another sex, you know. So how are males getting produced there? Anandu has given the answer, Iltush has given the answer. Males are coming from unfertilized egg. If there is a queen ant and her egg is unfertilized, so that egg will convert into a male, and that's why male has only one chromosome, guys. It is getting chromosome just from that female ant, one chromosome, egg chromosome. And if queen ant is, this is unfertilized, and if queen ant's egg is fertilized, egg plus sperm, so then it is becoming female. It will become another queen ant, female, and that's why it has two chromosome, one coming from egg, other coming from sperm chromosome. So hope you're understanding. Unfertilized egg. Haplodiploid system. Males are produced from unfertilized eggs. B is the answer as stated by, who stated it? Anandu stated it. Iltush, hope you understood. Jivayan, Any, Rishi and Iltush. Very good, yeah. B is the answer. Very good. PYQ2 asked by UPSC in 2020. In the context of recent advances in human reproductive technology, pro-nuclear transfer is used for what? My love is gone. My love is gone. My love is gone. Fertilization. Oh my God! Fertilization of egg in vitro by donor sperm, genetic modification of sperm-producing cells, development of stem cells into functional embryos, prevention of mitochondrial diseases in offspring. Very good. So Anandu has given the answer for PYQ2 asked by UPSC in 2020. Pro-nuclear transfer, as we have discussed, mitochondria is coming from our mother. If our mother has faulty mitochondria, mitochondria is powerhouse of the cell producing ATP, so it has to be corrected, something has to be done. So that's why you have this particular technology which is known as pro-nuclear transfer, prevention of mitochondrial diseases in offspring, as stated by Anandu, Iltush, Jivayan and Rishi. Very good. Next article of the day. Page number 12, editorial GS2, Descent into Fast. This article is talking about Sir special intensive revision exercise and how things are going and becoming worse with each passing day. There is no uniformity. Somewhere election commission is using softwares, you know, to eliminate or people and all those stuff, and somewhere they're not using software. In Bihar they did not use software, in Bengal they're using software now, and there is no uniformity. People are saying that you are, by using software, you are bypassing the jurisdiction or the work of electoral registration officer. At least you should have uniformity, how you are including people, how you are excluding people. Is it to check universal adult franchise under article 326, or you are checking citizenship? What is the basic purpose of this, sir? If you like, why you are not following the same process which you have done in Bihar, in Bengal? Why there is non-uniformity here? Why is Supreme Court of India silent, almost silent, minimal role? They are not very proactive. Why they are not asking questions from Election Commission of India, about whom you read more in article 324? Why there is non-uniformity, and why we are making a mockery of this whole process? So this article is about that. And Election Commission of India special intensive, and why this whole thing happens just before election. You have election in Bengal now. You're Why? It's like Election Commission of India is that kid who is studying for exam just before exam. Exam is there in 12 hours. I will complete all syllabus now. Why are you doing this right now? And that's why people are asking questions or raising questions from you. So again, 12 state facing severe criticism. Why in West Bengal elderly voters were summoned to distant verification centers despite submitting forms? So again, then later on, ECI was like, we'll do home verification. It's just like, demonetization, curb black money. No, it's not about black money. It's about promoting digitization. digital currency, changing goalpost time and again. Same thing is happening here. ECI, first of all, come to our center. No, we'll shift to home verification. Hearing of unmapped voters. What is the meaning of the term unmapped voters? Whose name were not there in the 2002 survey data. So again, something is happening there. Focus on the other parts. Discrepancies. They are doing anything and everything. It's like there is total lawlessness when it comes to ECI, and they can do anything and they can get away with anything. So now they are, sending notices through software. They did not do this thing in Bihar. In Bihar, electoral registration officers and all, they were responsible for going through these data, and now they're using software. So again, there is no uniformity. They are just doing anything and everything, and many people are like, this is not about article 326. This is not about universal adult franchise, who can vote, who cannot vote. This is their way of ensuring who are Indian citizens and who are not. Again, this is not their work. This is the work of somebody else, which they are actually doing. And if they are doing something, at least do it in a uniform manner. Civil Servant Association complained that software driven deletion bypassed the statutory role. If everything will be done by software, why are we having these EROs? Eliminate these guys. Anyway, AI is killing jobs. So let AI kill some public servant jobs as well. Anyway, after 2014, vacancies in UPSC had already reduced, right? Except for election years. So just kill those jobs. Why, if you're doing everything by software, kill the job of EROs? Like, have some uniformity, guys. Think what you are doing. That's what this editorial is saying to ECI. The chaos is attributed to ECI rushing the revision exercise just before assembly election. Just before exam, I will prepare for exam. So assembly election is there in West Bengal. So let's have a discussion on Vande Mataram right now. Let's do the sir revision. Election was there in Bihar. Just before election, just give them 10,000 rupees. Yeah, it's totally under rules. Just do the sir. Why? That's why, and that's why we keep on talking about the thing that election should not only be fair, it should also be seen as fair. And that's why people are having doubts about ECI, Election Commission of India, although I personally feel everyone is so transparent here. ECI inconsistently used duplication software, again the software which we have talked about. It abandoned it in Bihar, but reportedly used it elsewhere without proper protocol. God knows what they're doing. God knows why people are not questioning them. So again, this has raised suspicion that SIR exercise is being used as a de facto citizenship screening measure rather than a simple voter roll update. God knows what they are doing. What is their objective? They are saying it is about Article 326, universal adult franchise, and to ensure people, the people who should vote, they are the ones that are actually voting. And in migration, out migration has happened. People have gone from Bihar to Bengal. Prashant Kishore name was there in West Bengal voter roll and Bihar voter roll. To ensure those things don't happen, we are doing this, sir. But are they actually doing this, sir, for this particular reason, or something else is going on in the background? We have to wait and watch. Major inconsistencies, you can see 6.5 crore voter deletion, faulty, and again, Uttar Pradesh 2.89 crore names deletion. But if you're deleting name, are you following the same uniform procedure, or you're just doing whatever you feel like? Tamil Nadu and Gujarat saw deletions. Again, you can see all these things. And then they added the names. They are saying that this is fresh edition. God knows what is happening. My father is calling me from Bihar that your voter roll and this and that is happening. I'm like, why are you doing it? I'm not coming to Bihar. I'm not voting there. I'm not very proud of that fact. But it's like, more than the government, we are the people who are doing work for them. Demonetization, standing in line. God knows what is happening right now, yaar. We have, like, oh, I don't want to comment on that. Article criticizes Supreme Court for only limited intervention and not thoroughly examining the constitutionality of such procedures earlier. So it's like everything is lawless to a certain extent. Anything and everything is going on right now. Supreme Court has to be more proactive. Legislature, executive, judiciary, three organs we have. If legislature and executive are not working to the fullest, somebody has to take authority, and that's where Supreme Court comes into picture. And that's why we talk about terms like judicial review, activism, and overreach. Judicial activism has to be exercised by Supreme Court in these scenarios when everything is going haywire. Let's solve MCQ 3 right now. Deployed sex determination. In diploid sex determination, both males and females are haploid. Males are haploid, females diploid. Both males and females are diploid. Sex is decided by fertilization status of egg only. What is the answer for MCQ 3, guys? Ah, So GYN has given the answer for MCQ3. In diploid sex determination, both males and females are diploid. They have double chromosome, both males and females. So the answer is C. Both males and females are diploid. Revise the first article. MCQ4, the article criticizes the SIR primarily, this particular article which we have just discussed. Why there is a criticism of SIR which is happening? Why this article is criticizing SIR? So Anandu has also given the answer for third one. Annie has also given the answer for third one. Very good, yeah. Rishi has given the answer. Iltush has given the answer for third one. Now let's see MCQ4. What is the criticism of special intensive revision exercise, guys? Increasing voter turnout artificially. Iltush has given the answer for fourth one. The answer is creating administrative chaos and procedural inconsistencies. They're doing anything and everything. Nobody's there to question them, you know. So yeah. So Rishi, Iltush, Rishi, Jivayan, Any, Anandu, all of you have given the answer. You people are very good boys. Next article. Next question. Oh my god. Universal adult franchise in India is guaranteed by which article? Ah. So Iltush, Rishi, Jivayan, Annie, and Mad King. Very good. My love is gone. Universal adult franchise. Which article? 324, 326, 19, 21. Jivayan has given the answer. Rishi has given the answer. Mad King Anandu has given the answer. Answer is 326. Universal Adult Franchise Article 326. Very good. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Spread the word. You can join these Mission UPSC programs. Compared to last month, what prices have increased? Doubt session, its price has increased. Annotated Hindu analysis PDF price has increased. Mains answer evaluation takes a lot of my time. This is a good headache to have, but I'm having this headache a lot, so its price has also increased. So these three courses, their price has increased. And what else, guys? So UPSC Lifetime Success Bundle, its price, this whole thing has also increased. So you can join individual courses, you can take Lifetime Success Bundle. It's totally your call. Cool, sir. Cool, sir. And again, you can donate if I'm adding to your knowledge base, just like Harshini did yesterday, Iltush did twice, Gajanan has done once, and I'm very thankful. Cool, sir. Cool, sir. Cool, sir. So, page number 12, editorial GS3, India Space Program, a People's Space Journey. So, what this article is, again, I think 1 or 2 days back, we have talked about a economy related article. Hardeep Singh Puri sir has written that article. So, that article of Hardeep Singh Puri sir was a very comprehensive article. Who is a minister? Hardeep S. Puri. And there we were talking about what India did in the last year, fourth largest economy, this and that, by nominal GDP and all. So he talked about Shanti Bill, nuclear energy and all, what India is doing in that regard. So that was an awesome article, comprehensive article. Same way, this is a comprehensive article related to space. This will tell you what India has done, what India is doing, and how India is evolving when it comes to India's space program. So a good mains answer you can frame on it, you know. Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, Chandrayaan 3, all known for their own unique achievements. Then Gaganyaan mission will be there, and Mangalyaan mission. We were the first country in the world who sent their mission on Mars in the first attempt, in the maiden attempt. Although in the previous Hindu analysis, 1 or 2 days back, we have talked about Mangalyaan mission and Maven, how they are different from each other. How Maven is different from Mars orbital mission or the Mangalyaan mission of ours. So this article is giving you a comprehensive overview. And then private participation has also increased in the space sector, which is actually good. And it's not only about you know, scientists and all. There are so many hackathons and all these things have been conducted by ISRO and all. So we want, and we are in Amrit Kal, as Somnath sir is talking about, and India's space success is a great example of that, Amrit Kal. So in the International Space Station movement with Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla, he went there. He unfurled tri-flag in International Space Station. We will no longer be confined to other people's like space station. We will have our own space station by 2035. Bharatiya Antariksh Station by 2035. That is our aim. Just like our aim was, you know, we have to send manned mission, human mission to space. Gaganyaan was actually envisioned for 2022. Now it is envisioned for 2027 because we are good in, you know, postponing programs. So currently the date for Bharatiya Antariksh Station is 2035. We'll have our own station, just like International Space Station. Current date, it will increase. Don't worry. So, like India wants to become Viksit Bharat by 2047. If not 2047, 2147. Who is going to challenge them? You know, they can always change the dates. So, again, let's focus, guys. Let's focus. So, this is a good article, actually. So, past achievements, Chandrayaan mission. Remember the years. We have talked about Chandrayaan mission earlier also, 1, 2, and 3. Chandrayaan, and then during the time of Chandrayaan 2 mission, if I'm not wrong, Modi sir was crying or something like that happened. But that was not a failure, even though Modi sir was crying. Or he was not, he was actually with someone who was crying. So again, let's focus. Chandrayaan 1 confirmed water molecules on moon. Chandrayaan 2 high precision lunar mapping. And we talk about these kind of missions and we talk about different terms. I have told you this, I think 70,000 million number of times. Lunar, orbiter, and rover. What is the basic meaning of those terms? Orbiter, who will, let's say Chandrayaan will have three things: lunar, orbiter, and rover. So orbiter will orbit that particular celestial body, lander will land on that particular celestial body, and then the rover will land on that, but that lander will land on the celestial body but will be stationary. A rover will land on that particular celestial body and will move on the surface rather. And that's why these, Pragyan and all things associated with Chandrayaan 1, 2, and 3, you hear about them: lander, orbiter, and rover. Ideally, you should read like orbiter, lander, and rover. So Chandrayaan confirmed water molecules on moon. Chandrayaan 2, at that time, Modi sir was very sensitive. High precision lunar mapping. They went on the moon's surface. They, studied moon's surface. Chandrayaan 2, not a failure, guys. Unlike what many people believe. Chandrayaan 3, world first soft landing. Soft means sometimes, you just do and you just jump on your bed. That is hard landing. Or you jump on someone, that is hard landing. Soft landing means kuchi kuchi ku and then you land. So that is soft landing. So Chandrayaan 3, world first soft landing near lunar south pole. So remember this, anything first is very important. Cool. Mars orbiter mission, we have compared it with Maven 2 days back. If you remember the date when we have compared it, you can post it in the comment section. So Mars is not Maven. This MOM mission is not Maven. Maven is much more extensive mission of ISRO, more extensive. They are actually studying why Mars is losing its atmosphere. On the other hand, Mars orbiter mission of India, which was much more cheaper than Maven of ISRO, was actually technology demonstrator, whether we can land on Mars on the first attempt or not. And we did, because we are awesome, because Modi sir is with us. Modi hai to mumkin hai. Aditya L1 studying sun and space behavior or space weather on the Lagrange point. Aditya L1, UPSC has already asked a PYQ, solve that particular PYQ. Who are good boys? You people are. And for we have also launched foreign satellites, our PSLV, polar satellite